Welcome to Learn English Fluently now. Ready to level up your English? Here we learn through stories, slow, clear, and fun. Listen, relax, and enjoy the journey.
Chapter 7, English in the Wild. It was Saturday morning. Anna walked through the crowded street market in her city, wearing a light scarf and a smile. The air smelled like cinnamon, fresh flowers, and roasted coffee beans. Stalls lined both sides of the road, selling books, fruits, handmade jewelry, and clothes. Laughter echoed through the air. Tourists chatted. Children played. And English was everywhere. For weeks, Anna had studied vocabulary. She knew words. She knew phrases. She could sing and rhyme and write. But now came something she hadn't practiced much. Real conversation with real people. The first step. At the first stall, she saw a handmade leather notebook. A man stood behind the table, arranging his items. He smiled at her. Beautiful journals, right? Hand-stitched, he said in a friendly tone. Anna nodded. Yes, very pretty, she replied slowly, looking for the word. Do you write? He asked. Yes. I write English stories. Every day, she said. He raised his eyebrows. That's impressive. For fun? Yes, she answered, growing more confident. To learn English faster. Stories help me remember. The man laughed. That's cool. I'll give you a discount. Writers deserve good paper. Anna smiled wide. Her first conversation, simple, warm, successful. She bought the notebook, thanked him, and walked away feeling brave. The market challenge. But the real challenge came 10 minutes later. She saw a group of travelers, 3 people speaking English quickly. They looked confused. Anna listened carefully. One of them was pointing at a map. Where's the lavender shop? She asked another. The second shrugged. It should be here. We passed the cafe already. Anna knew the shop. It was around the corner. Her heart beat fast. Should she help? Would they understand her? Would she say something wrong? She took a breath and stepped forward. Excuse me, she said, voice shaking slightly. You are looking for lavender shop? They turned to her. Yes. Anna continued. It is close. You go straight, then right. Next to blue door. Smells very strong. The woman laughed. Smells strong? That must be it. Anna smiled. You will find it easy. Thank you so much, they said in unison. She waved and walked away, heart pounding, but feeling powerful. She didn't use perfect grammar. But she communicated. She helped. She succeeded. Coffee and confidence. Later, Anna sat at a cafe. The waitress came over. What can I get for you? Anna answered smoothly. 1 cappuccino, please. And a croissant. The waitress nodded. Sure thing. Would you like it warm? Yes, please. That sounds lovely. Her pronunciation was clear. Her words came quickly. She noticed something new. She wasn't translating in her head anymore. She was thinking in English. Even small talk felt easier now. When the waitress returned, she smiled. "You speak very well, by the way. I thought you were from here." Anna blushed. "Thank you. I've been learning every day." The compliment stayed with her all afternoon. The vocabulary notebook. Sitting in the sun, Anna opened her new leather notebook. She wrote, "Today I helped tourists. I ordered food. I had a real chat. I didn't memorize lines. I just spoke." This is the kind of vocabulary that lives inside your life. She began listing new words she heard that day. Stitched, lavender, croissant, smells strong, map, around the corner. She didn't write definitions. She wrote memories next to each one. Stitched, the leather journal man. Lavender, the tourist group. Croissant, warm and buttery. Words weren't just on a page anymore. They were tied to people, smells, emotions, and sounds. That made them unforgettable. Lessons from the street. That evening, Anna called her mom. "In English," she said, smiling. Her mom laughed. "Only English?" "Yes. It helps me think fast." So they spoke. It wasn't perfect. Anna paused sometimes. She repeated phrases. But her sentences were alive. At one point, she told her mom, "I learned more today in 3 hours at the market than I did in a week with my books." How? I used the words. I made them mine. I lived them. Not just study, experience. Before bed, she stood by the window and whispered to herself, "English is not just something I read. It's something I feel. Something I do." She remembered the nervous girl who once hid behind flashcards. That girl had become a woman who helped strangers, ordered food, and joked with strangers, all in English. The secret wasn't just studying. It was living the language. What Anna learned today. Use vocabulary in real life. Speak even if it's simple. Don't wait to be perfect. Speak to be understood. People are kind. Most want to help you succeed. Words become stronger when they're connected to memories. Every small conversation builds confidence. English is not only for exams, it's for connection. And with that thought, she closed her eyes. Tomorrow would bring more words, more voices, more stories. But tonight, she slept with a smile, dreaming in English. Chapter 8. The English Stage. Anna stared at the flyer in her hand. It was colorful, printed on thick paper, and pinned to the cafe wall she always visited. At the top, bold letters read, "Open mic night, tell your story." Theme, your language journey. Underneath it said, 5 minutes. Your story. Your voice. In English. She read the flyer twice. Then a third time. She looked around the cafe. People were talking, sipping coffee, scrolling their phones. And inside Anna's chest, something moved, a mix of fear, excitement, and curiosity. Could she really do this? Stand in front of strangers? Speak in English? Tell her journey? Her heart whispered yes. Her mind shouted no. The decision. That night, she sat in her room with her notebook open. She flipped through pages full of words, expressions, memories. So many moments. She had started as a shy learner. Now, she could hold conversations, help tourists, read stories, order food, and think in English. She whispered to herself, if I can do all that, maybe I can tell my story too. She wrote a short script. Nothing fancy. Just her truth. I was afraid to speak. I thought every mistake would sound loud. But English is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. She practiced in front of her mirror. Then in front of her friend on a video call. Then again before bed. Her hands still trembled, but her voice grew stronger. The night arrives. The next evening, she walked to the cafe. A small stage had been set up at the back. Soft lights. A microphone. Chairs. People were signing up. Some looked like students. Some looked like tourists. One was a teacher. Anna waited in line, holding her script. When it was her turn, she looked at the list and wrote her name. She was number 4. The first speaker told a funny story about confusing dessert and desert. The second shared how learning English helped her get a better job. The third was nervous but managed to read a poem she had written. Then, it was Anna's turn. The spotlight. She walked to the stage slowly, holding her notebook. Her heart pounded. Her palms were wet. She stood in front of the microphone and looked at the crowd. Maybe 25 people. Some smiling. Some waiting. She took a breath. Hi, she said. My name is Anna. And this is my English story. The crowd stayed quiet. She continued. A year ago, I was afraid of English. I knew grammar rules. I had vocabulary books. But I never spoke. I was too shy. Too scared. She paused. Her voice was clear, slow. One day, I tried something different. I started learning words with stories. My own stories. I connected new words with feelings, people, and places. She saw heads nodding. I didn't memorize anymore. I imagined. I spoke aloud. I played with words like toys. Some people chuckled. And then, I went outside. I ordered coffee. I helped tourists find a lavender shop. I made mistakes. But people smiled. They helped me. And I kept speaking. She smiled. English is not just a subject. It's not only grammar or tests. It's a bridge. A way to connect. She closed her notebook. Tonight, I'm not perfect. I'm not a native speaker. But I'm here. I'm brave. And I'm learning. And so can you. A pause. Then, applause. Loud. Warm. Honest. She felt her cheeks turn red, but her heart filled with something stronger than pride. It was peace. After the stage, people came up to her afterward. "That was beautiful," one person said. "You gave me courage," said another. "Your story is my story too," someone added. She smiled, shook hands, and thanked them. One woman, a teacher, handed her a card. "We're doing a community event next month. Would you like to share your story again?" Anna looked at the card and nodded. Reflection. That night, Anna stood by her window again. But this time, something was different. She had used English for more than survival. She had used it to inspire. She whispered, "Mistakes are part of the story. Silence is no longer my language. English is not just what I learn. It's who I'm becoming." What Anna learned today. Speaking in front of others builds true confidence. People don't expect perfection. They want to feel your truth. Sharing your journey helps others feel less alone. Mistakes don't destroy you, they make your story more real. Every word you speak becomes stronger when it carries your heart. Anna turned off the light and got ready for bed. But inside, a light had turned on that would never fade again. If you enjoyed this chapter of Anna's story, don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss what happens next. Stay with us, her journey to mastering English vocabulary is just getting started. See you in the next chapter.